Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are featuring some new Suqqu. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. My order from Selfridges arrived. We have here a Suqqu eye palette. This palette is 06. And this is in the shade 103. I did want to try out this complexion stick by Merit a little bit more, and this time with powder. Usually I'll just use it and apply it wearing it at home with no powder, and it looks really skin-like. It does look a little, I think, shiny with the lights, but for this purpose I thought let's try it with powder, and it does have a nice perfected look to it. And then I think that bronzer kind of just ties everything together. So we'll see how this does with powder over time. Again, that's the first time I'm trying it, but I think it looks nice. I did want to try it layered with a different concealer because this is more, of course, my skin tone, but to do that brightening little trick that I do with the La Prairie, I went in with the Le Camouflage Stylo by Chantecaille, so we'll see how that does. I didn't powder it under the eyes though, because I thought that might look a little bit too heavy. And then I just went in with the Suqqu blush that I have. This is not new, but it's really pretty. So I just kind of swirled them together and then just combined them on the cheek, but a nice glow on that. Okay, let's go in with this palette. And I chose this one because all of the other palettes looked either pink or warm. I was looking for a cool palette. I've just swatched these, that's all, but I have not played with these, so I'm not even quite sure how I want to use these. Now, that first one looks a little bit too like sparkly for me, but it might be, well, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna layer these. We could try this all over the lid first, but I just think it's gonna be too much, but let's see. And I have not tried a Suqqu eye palette before, so this is the first time I'm trying one. So you'll have to let me know what you know about the palettes. Let me know what I should get. Okay, so yeah, that's a little bit too like, that's sparkly for me. This reminds me of snow. You know how it's got intermittent sparkle in it? That's what this reminds me of. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not my thing, but let's keep going. So let me know if you have this, kind of how you use it, because I don't see a lighter shade. We are going to use this in the crease though and see how that goes. Now what I understand about these is that they are nice and sheer, which is kind of what I've been gravitating towards, so that's why I was interested in these palettes. And there's more pigment to this than I expected, so I'm trying to go really light-handed here. Really light-handed. I think we'll go with this greenish shade on the lid. I'm just trying to figure out where else I'm going to place it. Okay, so I'm going to take this brush and let's see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's pretty. That's a really sophisticated shade, I think, this one right here. Pretty. Just trying to determine the amount of shimmer in here just because I put that other shade down first, but I really like this one. But yeah, you have to kind of be careful, even though I think these are known to be sheer, at least that's what you've told me. They still have quite a bit of power in terms of their color payoff. So like the Butterfly Quartet from Chantecaille that I just tried, that one, as much as you build it up, it's still not going to really become overpowering ever. But this one I can see might have that potential. At least that brown shade that I went in with in the crease. This one is a little bit more delicate though. Okay, let's go in with that gray color. This one, right in that outer corner. Is that a corner? Yeah, it is a corner. What? That sounds funny. So it's like a cool grayish, greenish palette. And then I do like that warm brown shade up there. Oh, I need another brush. Yeah, this definitely has the potential to intensify quite a bit. So we're going to take this green and go under the lash line. I'm not sure what to do with this sparkly color. Maybe I could put some on my eyelid. I'll just use my finger like this and then pat. I have a feeling this is how you're supposed to use it because this makes more sense. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, but I think this adds a bit of interest to this shade. Okay, I'm going to add just mascara and then we'll come back and decide what to do with eyeliner. Okay, so I've added just one coat of mascara. I used the Merit Beauty mascara somewhere. Oh, it's right here. This one right here. Really nice one if you want something that's kind of fluttery. So I wanted to try something like that. I didn't want to go in with something too heavy, especially with the sparkle. But I like how these colors all came together. I think it's really pretty. I want to go in with an eyeliner. So let's just take Celadon right above the lash line. Maybe halfway like I normally do, and then just up a little bit. Celadon also has a bit of shimmer to it. These Chanel eyeliners set pretty quickly, so if you do want to do something, make sure your brush is ready. Mine is not. Okay, so there's that. I love it with this. I think this works out really well with this palette. So just a little bit of a winged liner. I'm going to go underneath now, just on the exterior here. Okay, and then for the waterline, I just want to put in the number 40 by Chanel. I think it mimics a little bit of that brownish shade up there. Now I have this Comfort Lip Fluid Glow in 103. I have this Comfort Lip Fluid Glow in 103. And this was really hard to see online. I was just trying to compare from shade to shade and get at least a range of where these were, and I think I actually did okay. Nothing remarkable about the applicator, but I am able to be pretty precise about outlining on the exterior. So this is a nice warm pink. I've been watching my friends' videos and they pair their makeup with a fragrance, and I thought, what a wonderful idea. So I have been pulling for fragrances every day. I do put my makeup on even if I'm not going anywhere, and I have been wearing a fragrance. So this one I thought was really sophisticated because this eye to me is really sophisticated. There's a little bit of like fun in the sparkly part. Aside from that though, it is a very sophisticated palette. This perfume fits that category, but it's still fresh at the same time. Like I think this eye is fresh. It's got that little bit of green in it. So I picked this. This is by Chantecaille. So you know I love their cosmetic skincare, And fragrance, I believe, is something that they started with. It's one of their first items they offered. And so I love the men's fragrances in general over really floral, heavy scents. So this is Vetyver Cèdre, and I think it's really clean smelling, which is what I love about it the most. But I think still very wearable, clean, fresh, sophisticated. Now, so far the Merit Beauty with the powder is looking really nice. So I knew it might take a little while for everything to kind of come together with the warmth of the skin, as well as a little bit more of that oil coming through. Not too much though, but I think it has a really nice skin-like quality even with powder at this point. So I may use that with powder more frequently. I was really happy with this palette. I think I would reserve this shade for something more festive. Just because I'm not a sparkly makeup person, but I think if I had something special to go to, just kind of dabbing that on was really pretty. I did love these shades though, these three. I think that this brown shade actually has quite a bit of pigmentation compared to the other ones. Even the gray seemed a little less intense, so just be careful with that brown, but I think it worked really well with the gray. Because I think it would have been too cool if everything in here was cool, so it's a nice contrast. So I did like the warmth, and then it tied in with that Chanel eye product that I put in the waterline. And I think this green is such a beautiful shade. It's like a grayish green, like a sage green. And I think that's what gives it a really elegant kind of look. I don't know if I'll pick up any of the other ones just because I feel like I have other things that kind of look like what I saw, but I didn't have anything that looked like this. And then for this lip product, again, I did not know what to expect with this. I like that it's a bit more opaque because it's a little bit lighter than my lip colors, so it just cancels out that exterior color and kind of evens everything out. It does remind me a bit of the Chanel Lip Lacs, although these are not as satiny. They're still a little bit more gloss, at least on first appearance. But I really like it. It's comfortable, but I really like the shade that I picked. Okay, so I'm looking at this because I'm a little bit confused about the lip product because I was trying to find out more about it, and it says on here Comfort Lip Glow Fluid Glow 103. But when you go to the Selfridges site, which is where I purchased it, it has it listed as a Comfort Lip Fluid Fog lipstick, but I'm not sure now, but I like this. It's really nice. It's very comfortable. Let me find out more about this because now I'm not sure what I have. The other product I have is also I think it's a glow because the other one I have is 05, which is a glow. They look the same and they both say fluid glow. So I think I have a glow. Okay, well now I have to go get a fog, so let me know what you think of the fog products because I'd like to try those as well, but I really like this. I like it better than the other one that I have, the 05, which is more like of an orangey shade. Yeah, I like this one better, but I do like this very fresh, sophisticated look. That's it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.